Welcome back to the channel, soap opera lovers. Today is a fantastic day to dive deep into the glamorous, scandalous, and utterly chaotic world of Los Angeles. We have some absolutely mind-blowing spoilers for the week of August 10th to August 15th. And let me tell you, the drama is reaching a boiling point. Grab your coffee and let us unpack the madness together. Let us kick things off with a massive romantic shocker that is going to shake the foundation of two legacy families. You will not believe what happens next. Deacon Sharp is going to get down on one knee and propose to Taylor Hayes. Yes, you heard that right. Deacon is ready to put a ring on it. Taylor is going to be absolutely stunned and will ask him if he is truly serious about this massive leap. And Deacon, in his classic charming way, will confess that he has never been more serious in his life. He wants to spend the rest of his days by her side. But let us be real for a second. Is this actually a good idea? I have to say I am incredibly torn. On one hand, I love seeing Deacon step up as a leading man. For decades, he has been the bad boy, the outcast, the guy who made a mess of things with Brooke Logan and Quinn Fuller. Now, he is finally divorced from the psychopath Sheila Carter, and he is trying to build a legitimate, respectable life with a world-renowned psychiatrist. It is a beautiful redemption arc. But on the other hand, Taylor is rushing into this with her eyes wide shut. Think about Taylor's tragic history. She was literally shot and left for dead by Sheila back in 2002. Sheila is Deacon's ex-wife. Does Taylor honestly believe that Sheila is just going to let them ride off into the sunset? Absolutely not. Sheila is fiercely territorial. Even though she is currently obsessed with Finn, the moment she finds out her ex-husband is marrying her ultimate historical rival, she is going to snap. I predict this engagement is going to put a massive target on Taylor's back. Furthermore, I cannot help but wonder if Taylor is using Deacon as a permanent distraction from Ridge. She has spent her entire adult life on the Ridge Forrester merry-go-round, and Deacon is the ultimate anti-Ridge. This proposal is romantic, sure, but it is built on a powder keg of unresolved trauma and looming danger. While Taylor is processing this life-altering proposal, we have another massive proposition happening over at Forrester Creations. R.J. Forrester is making some incredibly bold moves, both professionally and romantically. With Hope Logan taking her Hope for the Future line over to Katie's rival company, Forrester Creations has a massive, gaping hole in their youth demographic. They are losing their young customers, and RJ thinks he has the perfect solution. He is going to pitch a brand new youth fashion line, and he wants Elektra to be the lead designer and the face of the brand. He is going to heavily pressure her to accept this offer, believing that Ridge and Steffi will totally greenlight the project. Wow. Just wow. The arrogance of youth is truly a sight to behold. RJ is flying so high right now, but he is completely blind to the disaster he is creating. Let us look at the history here. Mixing business with pleasure at Forrester Creations always ends in tears. Remember when Rick Forrester and Amber Moore tried to run the youth lines? It was a disaster of epic proportions. More importantly, RJ is completely ignoring the furious warnings of his grandfather, Eric Forrester. Eric literally just threatened to fire both of them if they continued their workplace romance. RJ thinks his nepotism shield will protect him, but he is dead wrong. And here is the kicker. We all know the dark rumors swirling around RJ and Will Spencer. The tension over Elektra is building towards a catastrophic climax. If the theories are true, and RJ ends up chasing Will down in a jealous rage and running his motorcycle off the road, this entire fashion line is going to turn to ashes. RJ is setting Elektra up on a pedestal just moments before he potentially commits a horrific vehicular assault. I genuinely feel bad for Elektra in this specific moment, because she is being lured into a false sense of security right before her entire world explodes. Now, let us shift gears to a storyline that is absolutely breaking my heart. Carter and Daphne are facing the darkest chapter of their relationship. Daphne has just received the devastating medical confirmation that her illness makes it impossible for her to carry biological children. She is going to break down to Carter about the sheer, cruel unfairness of this diagnosis. Carter, being the eternally supportive and loving partner that he is, will insist that this does not mean they cannot have a family. He is going to push hard for alternative options, desperately trying to help Daphne see that surrogacy or adoption are beautiful paths to parenthood. I have to admit, I am so incredibly frustrated for Carter. This man is the ultimate romantic tragedy of the bold and the beautiful. Think about his history. He wanted a family with Maya Avant, but secrets destroyed them. He wanted a family with Zoe Buckingham, but she betrayed him. He risked his entire career for Quinn Fuller, only to be left alone again. Now, he finally has Daphne, and they are hit with this heartbreaking medical wall. While Carter is trying to be the optimistic anchor, Daphne is completely shutting down. She is building emotional walls, and I fear this is going to push Carter right into the arms of someone else. Who is currently providing Carter with a shoulder to cry on? Steffy Forrester. Yes, Steffy is comforting Carter through this nightmare. Knowing this show's history of grief-fueled affairs, I am heavily predicting that Carter and Steffy are going to cross a massive line. If Daphne continues to push Carter away, he is going to find solace in Steffy's empathy, and that is going to create a scandal that will rock Los Angeles to its core. Speaking of Steffy, we need to talk about the absolute horror show that is unfolding in the skies above the Atlantic Ocean. John Finnegan is on a commercial flight to Monaco, desperately trying to get to his wife. But guess who is sitting on that exact same plane? Sheila Carter. You cannot make this stuff up. Finn is going to completely lose his mind when he realizes his psychotic birth mother has hijacked his romantic getaway. He knows this is a recipe for absolute disaster, and he is going to try to do damage control at 30,000 feet. But here is where I lose all respect for Finn. Instead of having her arrested or restrained when they land, Finn actually tries to bargain with a terrorist. He promises Sheila that if she just turns around and goes home, he will not tell Steffy that she was ever on the plane. Are you kidding me, Finn? This is the most cowardly, spineless move I have ever seen from a leading man. Have you forgotten that this woman shot you in an alleyway and left you to bleed out in the trash? Have you forgotten that she shot your wife? Finn's trauma bond with Sheila is a psychological sickness. He thinks he can manage her, but Sheila cannot be managed. Of course, Sheila is going to completely ignore his warnings. She is not going back to Los Angeles. She is going to Monaco to cause absolute chaos. Finn's decision to keep this a secret from Steffy is the ultimate betrayal of his marriage vows, and it is going to blow up in his face spectacularly. Finally, let us look at the calm before the storm in Monte Carlo. Steffy is standing outside the iconic Monaco church, looking out over the beautiful scenery, waiting for her husband to arrive. This is the exact spot where they had their miraculous, tear-jerking reunion back in 2022. Steffy thinks she is about to recreate the most romantic moment of her life. She thinks she has finally escaped the dark shadow of Sheila Carter. The dramatic irony here is absolutely suffocating. We, the audience, know that she is not waiting for a fairy tale reunion. She is waiting for a nightmare. Steffy is completely unarmed, emotionally and physically, for what is about to hit her. When Sheila steps out of the shadows at that church, the psychological devastation is going to break Steffy. I am terrified for her safety. The history between these two women is written in blood. Sheila has taken everything from Steffi over the years, and now she is invading her sacred safe space. Many fans think Sheila is just going to beg for forgiveness again, but I think differently. I believe Sheila is going to snap when Steffi inevitably rejects her. The countdown to a terrifying, potentially fatal confrontation has officially begun. Will Steffi survive this ambush? Or is this the moment Sheila Carter finally meets her own fatal end on the cliffs of Monaco? We will have to tune in to find out, but one thing is certain. The Bold and the Beautiful is delivering the most heart-stopping drama of the summer.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of Bold and Beautiful news. See you in the next video.